Hello, welcome to Zentangle Explore. I am so excited to draw with you. My name is Esther Piszczek, and we are going to draw really, really slowly on little pieces of paper that you can hold in your hand. I have watercolor paper. You can use whatever you have. And I have a 01 Micron. And you can use any pen you have of any size. Whatever you choose will be just perfect. So I have some snow moving going on outside my door. And if you can hear that, that's just fine. We are going to use it as an opportunity to just allow things in our environment to be just as they are. So to begin, we're going to go into a brief meditation to just center and ground ourselves. And then we're going to draw. And it's going to be really fun. So get nice and comfortable in your seat. Take a breath. Your eyes if you like. I'm going to close mine. And just check in with your breath. Say hello, breath. Just find your inhale. Little stop at the top. Exhale. Little stop at the bottom. Just allow that process to repeat and just follow along with curiosity. If there are sounds in your environment, or you can hear sounds in my environment, just allow them to be. Say hello to each one and let it just float away on your exhale. Maybe begin to sense where you can feel that breath in your body. Maybe at your nose, maybe the back of your throat, perhaps in your chest, or your back, or your belly. Just allow. Allow that breath to sink right down to your toes and into the earth, all the way down, through the crust of the earth, through all of the rocks and the water, down into the molten center, the crystalline center of the earth, and circle back around the crystalline center, back up through the molten lava, up through the rocks and the water, soil, the crust of the earth, and into your feet, grounding us into the earth, centering us here in this moment, using our breath as a tether. A tether that can release at any time, in any moment, with your intention and your beautiful breath. Just allow and breathe. When you're ready, maybe take a bit of a deeper breath. Bring yourself 100% into the space you're in individually and the space we're creating collectively. As you bring yourself back to full awareness, just know that your breath is there for you in every single waking and sleeping moment of your life. Little inhale, stop at the top. Exhale, stop at the bottom. Always available for you to center and ground you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, knowing that whatever we create today will be perfect just as it is. Okay, I'm going to switch my view. And we will drop. All right, have my little pieces of paper, have my pen. Right. All right, so I have a 01 Micron pen, but you again can draw with whatever you want, whatever you have. So this is a fun little tangle called Wabi, W-A-B-I, by Bartholomew. So we are going to start out anywhere you like on your piece of paper with a little dot, just a little dot. And then a nice slow circle around the dot. Super, super slow. It's okay if it's not exactly round. This is called an aura. And we're going to do another aura. Super, super slow. Nice little circle. And I'm going to add one little one inside because I have space, but if you don't have space inside, you can add space outside. And all around the outside of this, we're going to have these little, short little lines radiate out from that last aura circle. And then each of those little lines, they could stay like this. This would be okay, just fine the way it is. You could take each of the little lines from this little bottom point and just expand it a little bit into a little teardrop. And you might want to turn your page as you move around, just coloring in these little teardrops, nice and slowly. Coming back to your breath, allowing anything else that's happening outside of your awareness to just be there. Just be present with whatever that is, knowing that it's outside your control and therefore really not necessary to focus on because there's nothing you can do to change it. Just allow it to do what it's doing while you concentrate on doing what you're doing. Drawing really slowly, breathing. So this class is all about exploration. So we learn a Zentangle tangle, And then we explore and make it our own. And you can do that in whatever way speaks to you. So I'm going to start again. I'm going to make my little dot larger this time because I can. You can play with the size of the shape and the thickness of the line. You can use a thicker pen. The idea of the tangle, the essence of it remains. So we have an inner circle or dot, and then an aura circle around it. Then a second aura circle, nice and slowly. Just watching the ink appear on the page. And a third circle. So if you wanted to explore and you have a thought in your head that says, what if there were more circles? You can try that. You can start off with these short little lines and then color them, or you could go straight to making little teardrops. You could change the shape of the teardrops. You could extend them. You could add little dots on the outside. You can turn your tile as you move around. Circle. You could add color. Whatever you'd like to do. However you'd like to make this your very own. It's up to you. Just do it very slowly. And whatever questions might come into your mind of what would happen if I did this? What would it look like if I did that? You have a pen and you can find out. Just breathing. Breathing and drawing and allowing. It's your time to do this simple thing. Putting ink on a page really slowly. Answering those questions in your mind. One line at a time. Because you can. Breathing and allowing whatever is happening outside of you. Just let it happen. Knowing that in this moment you are safe and you control your reaction to everything happening outside of you. It's the one thing we can control. And back to your breath. You're releasing the grip on your pen. Breathing into any tension that might be in your body. Relaxing those muscles. Just watching the ink slowly move, excuse me, onto the page. As we draw this delightful tangle. We've been in the middle of a 3-day blizzard here and it's still snowing. And these little pattern reminded me of fun little snowflakes. So that is why we are drawing it today. Well, it's an opportunity to allow your imagination, freedom to roam, act on those impulses of what if, what happened. What I'm doing now, what would happen if the outside came inside and the inside went outside? What would that look like? And I don't know if I'll like it. It doesn't matter. It's an exploration. It's a brainstorm. And in brainstorming, every idea is invited to the table. Every single one. The impossible ideas, crazy ideas, the ideas you never would want to act on. Each one is invited. So we're exploring with drawing. It's good to invite all those ideas in. Allow them to play without judgment or criticism or censure, because each one has something to offer. And so if I don't like what I've created from my little exploration, maybe it'll give me an idea to create something new. Maybe I'll like a part of it, and that will be the beginning of my next exploration. So each time I learn something about how I like to draw, what I like to see, what shapes or lines I like to create. And I'm able to build on that with every single other drawing adventure I embark on. And if I choose not to draw or do anything else, any other activity, because I'm afraid I won't like it, or I think I'm not good at it, or I think because I can't accomplish a lot, I have only little time, that it's not worth to do anything, then I stop learning because I'm not giving myself the opportunity to dive in, even for a few minutes. Learning is where all the good stuff happens, even though sometimes it doesn't feel very fun. Sometimes learning isn't fun. There's a lot of noise outside my window. Don't know if you can hear it. I'm really grateful because this next door is moving all the snow from the parking areas, going into a deep freeze. And if that snow doesn't move, then it's very, very difficult to navigate the road. Although I would have chosen a different time for it, time is now, and I'm grateful. All of that sound means that my ears are working, my reaction to it, my nervous system. I know that I can control. I just tune into my breath, slow down, allow, just allow. This little pattern is so fun. I always find it so interesting when I'm choosing a pattern for this class and drawing it. And I think, oh, but it's really specific. It has these parameters, and how can that be changed? And I get it into class and work with it, and all these ideas come up and say, oh my gosh, what if I did this? What if I did that? It's so fun. And then I see all the pictures from my students and what they create, and it's so different from what I created. Oh my gosh. Human capacity to create is it's just amazing, mind blowing, actually. So many options, so many possibilities, each one equally valuable, worthy of being honored and explored and accepted through the learning that it embodies the opportunity to experience something new, create something new visually with your hand, the opportunity to breathe, allow whatever's happening to just happen. Whatever feelings come up or ideas or thoughts are generated, just notice them. Say, what do you have for me? What gift do you have for me right now? I feel in my life that if I just notice, there's almost always a gift in every moment. Just a matter of noticing, slowing down, allowing it to float into awareness, perhaps having a little gratitude for its presence. Even the sound of snow moving brings the gift of contrast when the snow moving stops. The silence is almost loud because it's so new. Makes it extra calming. Breathing. flowing down. Relaxing that hand and breathing. A friend of mine has a business, and her business tagline is "What's possible now." It's such a lovely question to ask, especially if things are not going exactly as you'd like them to. Say, what's possible now? And wait and see what comes up to your awareness. If something new appears, even if it's a crazy, crazy thought you think that will not work, try it on anyway. You might be surprised. I often argue with myself when crazy ideas come up, especially in drawing. If that won't work, the idea comes back. No, that's not going to work. Comes back again. I think, okay, fine, I'll do it. And I almost always find that I love it. It leads me to something else that I really love that I wouldn't have gotten to had I not answered the crazy thought, tried it out. And it always helps me in other situations, other life situations. Say, well, it works during drawing. What if I just try out this crazy idea? See what happens. And back to your breath. Slowing down that hand. Seeing how lightly you can pen to the page, still have the ink flow. Nice, delicate touch. See how close you can get those lines without them touching. When they touch, allowing them to touch. Feeling, sensing the moment the pen comes in contact with the paper. The difference in sensation between touching the paper and not touching the paper. Slight bit of friction as the pen nib draws across the page. Just bringing awareness. Each of those sensations. And whatever you're exploring, nice and slowly, while breathing. And you may find after all your explorations that the version of this tangled wabi that you come up with looks very different from the actual tangle. That all of those excuse me, narrations in between allowed you to find that that delightful version that you land on. And even if some of those narrations were bumpy or rockier, you didn't like them or whatever it is, each one is valuable because it brought you to a place that you did enjoy. I always think it's good to honor each one of those as a stepping stone it is. And sometimes I find it takes me quite a while to draw and draw and draw, and then I might think to myself, oh, I'm never going to find something original that I really like. And then the next thing I draw, so cool. Where did that come from? So I often tell myself not to give up. Don't give up on your drawing. Don't kill your adolescent explorations because each one of them is valuable and meaningful. Is leading you somewhere else. It's especially true when you think you're not going anywhere. If you're at the very end, you've explored everything, and there's nothing left. It's usually the golden spot where everything breaks forth if you just hold on. I'm continuing to draw on this piece of paper, but you could always start a new one. You could start off with a giant Wabi right in the middle and then out around it. Just sounds super fun to me right now. You know that you like to draw small. It's really good to practice drawing larger. And see what happens. Okay, so this is what I have created. All kinds of crazy things happening there. Well, I hope you have enjoyed your drawing experience. If you would like to check out more of my work, you can find me at eternalpossibility.com. I have an art show going on right now, so you can check that out on the portfolio and artist statement pages. And if you'd like to donate to this effort, paypal.com, no, paypal.me/eternalpossibility. All right. I hope you had fun and continue to draw throughout the week. You can just set a timer for 5-10 minutes, and then you can practice with this little pattern and maybe put it on envelopes or Christmas envelopes or bill envelopes and send your art out into the world. All right. Bye, everybody.